and we'll be following around the coast to the south of the fields, Harvey Bay. Terrific. Well, welcome to this first of a new video series where I give you some updates of what I've been doing, what I am doing and what I'm going to be doing and what videos we've got in the pipeline. I'm just out this afternoon doing a little bit of late afternoon flying with some intentions to do some touch and goes at Harvey Bay Airport here, and then I'll return to Maryborough for a dusk landing with the runway lights on hopefully. Last light's at 7:05, so I'm good until then. The current time is 6:03 local time. So what have I been doing? Well, that's what I'm doing now. Let's go and have a look at what I've been doing.
So the first thing I wanted to mention was, wow, I finally checked this out and it works fantastic. The GoPro Hero 10 and now of course the 11 as well, and I think the 9 to some degree, have this horizon leveling feature. Check out this.
Now you won't really notice what the GoPro Hero 10's doing here with the turn and the horizon leveling until we do something like turn, such as this. How does that make it look? What's that doing? What about if we steepen it up? What's that doing? Does it look like I'm turning? What if we go back the other way? What does that look like? Does that work for you? Does that give the impression of turning? Let me know in the comments, eh? Please. Because if it works, I'll keep doing it. In other words, using that camera.
More on that coming up in a future episode. I've also been flying more often, but early in the morning. I'm trying to avoid turbulence and I'm growing a new passion for flying again, but the turbulence kicks the wind out of your sails. I can tell you it is quite demoralising, especially, mostly for me anyway, when it's in the landing phase. It's okay in the air, but in the landing phase, I tell you, high-res aerial photography is a new thing I'm trying out as well. Check this out. Now this isn't achieved just by one photo. No, not with a special camera. No, multiple stitched photos. But the flying required to do this is quite disciplined. So it's quite good flight training at the same time. Some of the videos that we've shot recently, that should be coming up soon hopefully. There's just so much to do. And I've been flying a lot lately, so that's been producing more videos. I'll probably not show all of them though, because some of them are fairly routine. But one of the recent flights involving this high-resolution aerial photography was a flight to Watumba Creek on Fraser Island. That place is amazing, and with high-res photography it's a great way to capture it from the air.
So that's about the summary of what we've got in the pipeline as well. There's quite a few videos I'm intending to make soon. I'll just make this radio call. Harvey Bay traffic, my flight 6340 is 3 miles to the northeast at 1,300, tracking inbound to join downwind for a touch and go, Harvey Bay. Runway 11, Harvey Bay. Yep, so that's our intention right now. Yeah, videos in the pipeline. Have a look at this.
We also, as an Aero Club before Christmas, went down to Cooloola Cove for breakfast and met quite a few other people, so that story's coming soon. I had the opportunity to fly to a local air park called Pacific Haven, and a friend of mine in my hangar joined me with his gyrocopter. So check this out, that'll be cool. Woodgate to Inskip Point. That is a big flight. and I used that opportunity to do some of that high resolution aerial photography and testing. There was another day I went to Childers, where the old guys, the retired guys, all meet up for a coffee and a chat and a chinwag and exchange of stories, and all these aeroplanes and different things turn up, which is quite interesting, but I can't make it very often because I'm often working. It's on a Wednesday morning. And I did another interesting project. I often drive down to the Sunshine Coast here in Queensland, and that means getting onto the Bruce Highway, which is renowned for roadworks. Well, this video was initially going to be about the roadworks, and we'll show some of that, but because I drive, I filmed it from the ground as well as photographed it from the air. So we'll have a race from Maryborough Airport to the Hangar O glamping and camping grounds at Curra. So check that out, it's a race, and we'll check out the roadworks.
Okay, so that's videos in the pipeline. We're going to make a touch and go now. But before I do that, let me just send you off to the what's coming up in the future. Well, I don't really have any plans, but we'll think of something.
And recently I also had a dusk flight. I tried to fly until the lights would come on the runway and film it. You'll have to wait and see how that goes. That was my last flight as per this video now. What's coming up in the future? Well, to be honest, I haven't really decided, but I'll continue flying in the mornings and continue making these videos. I would like to go and photograph some of the hot spots on Fraser Island in high resolution, and I've got a project coming up to do with that. And I hope you enjoyed this first update. Hopefully I can get these out at least once every month anyway. Depends how much is going on and how much time I've got. Let's get back into the air and check out this dusk landing that we were talking about.